Hi there, my name is Luís Mascarenhas and today I'm going to show you what the Project 100 is all about. Together with Afonso Marques, we created a simple concept. Every person that is developing this project with us is known as an Ambassador 100. And each and every one of our ambassadors has a simple mission to help changing the lives of 100 people. How we are going to do this? Through the development of opportunities and companies linked to network marketing. This is the Project 100. But why network marketing? For a simple reason, the world is changing. And the most important question that we all have to answer for ourselves is if we are changing with it. I like to tell this story to make a point. I don't know if you saw when Mark Zuckerberg went up to the stage when he made the partnership between Facebook and Samsung, but he told a lot of stories, and one of my favorites is this one. He told when his grandparents took their first steps, that moment was saved in a piece of paper. But by the time his parents took their first steps, that moment was saved through a photograph. And by the time he took his first steps, that moment was saved in a film. So how he announced his new product to the market? By showing a short film of his daughter taking her first steps through virtual reality. So that's how he launched his new product. This is a fact. In the next years, most of the jobs that we know will be automized. They will stop existing for us because the economy and the world is changing. We will stop being paid by the time we are working, and we'll only get paid by what we produce. So the old model that was taught to our grandparents, parents, and even to ourselves is outdated. So go to school, go to college, get a job, work 9 to 5 for 40 years, and then get your retirement. This is outdated. I am 22. The generation of my parents is already asking if they will get a retirement or plan or not. And I know that my generation will not get a retirement because the world is changing. And the problem is the educational system is not changing with it. So when I realized this, I knew that I would have to settle for working every day of my life or find a way to get a passive income. And what's a passive income? We can compare this to renting a house, for example. We have a job, so we have to build a house and then put the house on the market. But by the time we have people living in those houses and paying the rent, we get our passive income. We only did the job once, and that job is paying us for the rest of our lives. That's a passive income. So I ask you, would you be doing what you're doing right now if you had a passive income of 500, 1000? What that would change in your lives? I don't know your story, you don't know mine. As a human being, I know we all have the same human needs. We all need time. Most people just live to pay their bills, just live that 9 to 5 weekly routine, just live for the weekend. And we are not here to do that. We are not here to live just to pay the bills. We are here to enjoy life. And for that we need time. Not only money, but time. I know a lot of people that have huge amounts of money but don't have any time to spend it. So imagine this, 1000 of passive income. You have an income and you have the time to enjoy life, to develop your projects, to spend time with your family and friends. This is freedom. So most people that realize this, what they try to do, they try to open a business, a traditional business. And this has a lot of issues. First of all, you need to have an idea that outstands in the market and can survive in the market. And then that's a lot of risk. Most of jobs fail in the first 5 years. More than 90% in the United States. That's the average. And in the United States, the average for starting a traditional business, the initial investment is above $60,000. Most people don't have that amount of money. And it's also the paperwork, paying the bills, paying your employees, attending all the customer needs, and also, not being a slave to your own business, Most of the traditional business owners I know, they joke about being a slaves, but it's a fact. They all dream about the passive income, but they never get it because they really must be an all-time doer in their own businesses. So, do we have a better way? Of course. Network marketing precisely provides an opportunity to so we can flex those entrepreneurial muscles that we have without the risks associated with traditional businesses. And the opportunity we have to show you today is something that relates perfectly with this sentence. Robert Kiyosaki once said, "What you love should be your hobby. What everybody wants should be your business." And what everybody wants, or better yet, what everybody does on a daily basis is shopping. Everybody has expenditures on a daily basis. Everybody consumes on a daily basis. Even when we are sleeping, we are charging our phone. And liking it as an amazing opportunity so we can benefit from the purchases made all over the world. So liking it is responsible for expanding and establishing Linus all over the world. And Linus is already the biggest shopping community worldwide. And what we are doing is nothing new. Matter of fact, we are just copying a model that existed in the late 50s. In that time, there was a problem. There were too many credit cards in the wallets of the average consumer. Why? Because each and every store had their own credit card program. And this changed when a group of 8 banking associates decided to create the Bank American card, a single credit card for all of our purchases made all over the world. This card expanded, and when it arrived to Europe, is already named Visa. And everybody knows Visa, right? So what's their business? Every time a customer uses a Visa card to make a purchase, Visa receives a small amount of that purchase through credit institutions. So would you like to have a small amount of this business? Who wouldn't, right? Having a small amount of the purchases made all over the world. But this is already done. I was not even born in the 50s, and in that time, they didn't offer this opportunity to the average person. But what's interesting is the same problem is happening right now. We have again a lot of cards in our wallets, not credit cards, but loyalty cards, customer cards, the cards with the discounts, with the points, etc. So what Linus created was a simple evolution of the market. We created a Linus cashback card, a customer card, a loyalty card, 100% free that we can use in all of our purchases. And the benefit is very clear. It's money back with every purchase. So what's the opportunity here with Like It? By establishing Linus all over the world and helping Linus grow, we will receive a small amount of every single purchase that is made with this card all over the world. So the opportunity I'm about to show you here is how to have a small percentage of the worldwide GNP. So why this is an amazing opportunity? Simply because everyone has daily expenditures and everyone wants the best price. No matter if you are rich or poor, we all want to save money, right? And all the companies want more customers, boost sales, save money, grow their businesses. So right now in England, this is our numbers. We have a little bit more of 650 SMEs working with us and a little bit more of 110,000 customers. So for the person that only wants to save money, this is not still very interesting. We have a few solutions for a regular customer be able to make all of his purchases through Linus. But the limitation is our opportunity. Me and other people that are developing this business with me, we have the goal of getting the biggest slice of the cake of the purchases that will be made in the 20,000 companies that will bring in the next 2 years, made by the 5 million customers that will be registered in the next 2 years. And not only in England there's an opportunity, or Portugal. By the way, that's where I'm from. All over the world we have an amazing opportunity, a worldwide opportunity. Right now we are in 47 countries, and we have about 7 million customers. In the next 13 years, these will be our numbers. 1 billion customers in 100 countries. Right now, we have the opportunity of benefiting from the purchases that will be made by 993 million customers that still not have a Linus cashback card in their wallets. But they will. It's not a matter of if it will happen, just who will benefit from this. So how does it work? We're talking about an 100% free card. So where comes the money that makes all of this industry and company move? Simply from the shopping amount of each and every Linus customer. Every time a Linus customer goes to one of our loyalty SMEs, the loyalty merchants will pay a small fee to Linus. And why they do that? Because thanks to our loyalty program, the loyalty program there is creating this worldwide shopping community, linking SMEs and big companies all over the world, these loyalty merchants will be able to get new customers to their business, boost sales, reduce costs, and develop a passive income. So they pay the fee. Linus gets their commission, a small amount, and the biggest part of that commission goes back to the customers through the form of cashback and shopping points. Now, in the beginning, this model has an issue. It's interesting for the customers to have a Linus cashback card if it's their companies and SMEs where they can use that same card. And for the loyalty merchants, it's interesting to get a partnership with us and become Linus loyalty merchants if there exists a base of customers that they can bring and attract to their businesses. In the beginning, there is none. So that's why It exists. We are the engine that makes this work. We bring the customers, we bring the SMEs, and every time we make this cycle happen, every time we bring customers to the companies will pay us for it. So if you saw the potential in this, if you saw the amazing opportunity that we have here, there is very simple benefit from the purchases that will be made all over the world. Let's get a small amount of the worldwide PNG. If this caught your attention, my advice is that you talk to the person that showed you this video, because that person surely saw potential in you to develop this opportunity and change your life. Not only your life, but the life of your family and friends. Thank you so much for your time and have an amazing day. Bye.